Hey guys, it's the Melway File, much more Fire Emblem the Blazing Blade. Last time we reached the Black Fang fortress, which is being guarded by Kenneth, who has the Fire Emblem in his possession. And this time we're gonna continue for the fortress and take on Kenneth, but we got these reinforcements that I completely forgot about. Let's see, Sane can go up against that one. And, oh my god, well, we got Ninian, okay. Sane, I think this is probably your first time you can show off you using an iron axe, and you once again, every weapon that everybody's just starting to use just completely wrecks everything right now. It's nuts! Okay then. So, Sane's almost close to a level up. And then I can have Ninian dance for Fiora in order to deal with the other guy. As you can see right here. So, I guess just continuing on from what I literally was just saying about the Fire Emblem, is the fact that, well, obviously we're this late in the game, and the thing that the game's title is actually named after is obviously finally coming into play. Oh, do I really have to use the no, I can't even use the heavy spear. Okay, I'll just try to have Fiora fight this guy as best she can, but, yeah, the thing that the game's named after finally comes into play. I think there's only, like, a couple of games in the series where the Fire Emblem actually has any sort of, like, major relevance to the plot. Like, I definitely know it's not in the first game, because it was the first game, and it wouldn't make any sense for it to be called Fire Emblem, not have the actual Fire Emblem mean anything. And then Awakening. Again, that was probably partially just because Awakening was supposed to be the last game in the series anyway, and obviously they wanted to go all out, which is why they just threw in a bunch of mechanics from the other games to sort of deal with that. Alright then, I think Florina could take out some of these magic users fine. They can reach up to level 20 in preparation for when I need to promote her once we hopefully get that Elysium Whip in the next chapter. But yeah, I can't obviously really speak for the Fire Emblem games that weren't released outside of Japan, and obviously I can't really sort of speak for the ones obviously I haven't played, like Ike's games, but I think that's kind of the case most of the time. The Fire Emblem doesn't really have that much to do with the overall plot, and I know sometimes it doesn't have anything to do with the goddamn plot whatsoever, like in like Fates, because Fates obviously takes place in a completely different dimension, and thus obviously the Fire Emblem can't really do anything there. Alright, we're gonna deal with these shamans over there, and I didn't even realize that was the last turn. Merlinus, hopefully? Oh, thank you. Merlinus has gotten a lot of luck builder for all those levels he's been gaining. Okay, I should have had Florina equip the javelin, and this guy can probably obviously double it because he's being weighed down by carrying Legault. Okay, then. And this shaman is just gonna move his ominous walking cycle. And there comes the druid. Once again, 0% chance to hit Lyn! Which means, what the hell's the point? Okay then. Now, is the thing that I've been waiting for... Nope! Have I been doing something wrong? Because I know something... What turn is it? Like, let me to, like, status. Turn 8. I thought it happened on turn 7, because, yeah, I will admit, something is gonna happen in this chapter at some point. I thought it was turn 7, but I guess Oh, I've been waiting for this! The Paladin crit animation. I love that so much. That animation just looks epic. The way the horse just charges up, and it's like, the enemy's just like, oh, shit. It was at this moment the Wyvern Rider knew. He fucked up. That's pretty much how to say it. Okay, so I want to obviously deal with these, this druid then. Lyn can't reach him, but I can at least have... Lyn and Lucius are probably best for this. Lyn just because of her, obviously, her sort of luck, and then Lucius just with, obviously, his advantage against shamans. And, speaking of shamans, this guy's gonna get completely wrecked by Oswin in one single hit. Alright then, so, let's see, I'm really getting confused with myself here. Okay, so, Florina, let's see. You can use the short spear. You can take this guy in one hit, if he does hit you. So I'm gonna try it, and no, it's not likely. Oh, thank God. And then, obviously, I'll have Priscilla heal you up a little bit, because you're taking a little bit of damage, and obviously, I don't want you to die, especially since you're carrying Legault. I've never actually seen what happens if a person who's carrying someone dies. I would just assume that the person they're carrying just appears in the spot where they were at that point. Okay, Eliwood, we don't really have to worry about Ninian at this point, so I can drop her off there. I don't think there's any reinforcements from over here. Don't quote me on that, though. And, again, just kind of move Dart and Ray. I don't really know how much useful Dart and Ray are going to be in this chat with their low resistance because there's a lot of magic users and because Kenneth is a bishop. But whatever. And then Will, you can also kind of move on. You might be alright for dealing with Kenneth. Even though your resistance isn't that great, obviously your skill could give you a really good crit. Okay then. Again, more magic users! The shaman's gonna... He's going close range with... Alright, because you can't fight back. I was thinking, why is he going close range with Lyn? But there. 2% chance! 2% chance! Okay, once again, I think this is the last use of Eclipse, because I believe Eclipse and Purge also only have 5 uses before they break. Okay, then. So then... Ah, wait! It's going to snow again. Be careful. And there's a thief here! Okay, I'm guessing he's obviously gonna try and steal shit, but... Alright, then, Lyn, you can switch back to your sword then. Again, completely wreck this guy as well. And Lyn's animations are so cool when she's a Blade Lord. She's got, like, this whole... You know, she's got the whole, she's got this whole, like, ninja samurai kind of thing. And I loved Lyn's dodging animation as well. I was waiting to bring that up as well. She just, like, turns away from the opponent like she's just throwing shade at them. Like, it's especially funny when you got an enemy like a lance wielder, because it looks like she goes all, like, Matrix style and there's, like, an epic dodge. Anyway, that thief will no longer be a problem for us. Again, when's the... I know I'm kind of spoiling shit all over the place now, but when's the thing gonna happen that I keep talking about? Because I really want to, obviously, because it's very important, and have I just done something wrong, and I'm just, like, paying the price for it now at this point? I don't know. Let's see, Florina, you can stay there. I think I might keep Priscilla near you as well, just in case you take a bit too much damage. And then Will, you can... Yeah, everybody else can just kind of move on at this point. I should probably... how far can Ninian move? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna drop off Legault here. Keep Florina there, and then have Ninian dance for Legault so then he can move on ahead. So that we can deal with those locked doors and treasure chests as soon as possible. And then just get him the hell out of there. Alright then, so Legault, you move up as far as you possibly can. So, once you get inside, the snow is no longer a problem. Just letting you know that. That's a very important thing to note. So anybody that's in here is pretty much safe from slow movement at this point. What's the range on these guys? Okay, anything past Oswin at that point is going to be a problem. So keep Dart and Raven about... If I can get the cursor in the right spot, if I can keep them about there. And then Eliwood, you just stay there. I might have Florina move on and attack these guys at the bottom as well. Or just Sane and Fiora, if possible. I did not realize that guy just appeared there. Shit! Shit, he's probably going to go after Will. Hopefully Will can take him on, though. And I'll just end it off here. There's nothing really much left for me to do on this first turn. Oh, no, he's going after Raven. Raven, please dodge this. Yes! I mean, your dodge animation isn't as cool looking this time, now that you're a hero, but still. Okay, then the shot. Right! Damn it! I wasn't thinking straight! He's gonna go after Oswin, but he only does 5 damage to him. So again, Oswin's defense, resistance is pretty decent, really. Again, okay, this guy's like, this probably is his last use. I'm not really keeping track of the numbers really at this point, but again, not a single time did he have any % chance of hitting. Let's see. Oh. Okay, the snow just came. Here we go! Here we are. A good wind. Appropriate to the feast about to begin. We have a new force join the fight. Carol! Carol, obviously you can guess, we can recruit. You have to talk to him with Lyn. Oh, who are you? Carol. You're a sword fighter from Sakai. Are you fighting the Black Fang as well? The Black Fang is gathering recruits. I want to hone my blade on them. Why would you... Do you have a reason to? My sword is my life. My sword is my reason. You are so beautiful. Pardon? Your blade and mine are different, yet your swordplay is truly beautiful. Very well, I will join you. You're going to help us? But why? Someday you will be a renowned sword fighter. Losing you here would be a waste. I must see you stronger. I will wait for that time with much anticipation. Shall we continue? The feast awaits. Now Carol has joined us. He is a sword master, and he comes equipped with the Wu Tao. I think that might be how you say it, which is a very high critical hit rate, even higher than the Killing Edge. It's nuts. But yeah, with Carol's stats though, he's basically more akin to what you would more expect from a swordmaster slash myrmidon compared to Guy. He's more offensive based, and he has very high skill and speed. It's quite ridiculous, actually, how fast he can be. However, obviously, he is lacking in defense and resistance as expected of, frickin' swordmasters and myrmidons and all that. And also, he obviously, because he comes equipped with that Wu Tao, he obviously has a very high chance of getting critical hits. You can't really see it, obviously, here when he's not fighting someone. But, in my first playthrough, Carol was very far ahead from where I was then, and he basically just wrecked all the dark magic users up there by getting, like, a crit every single time. Yeah. Pretty frickin' I almost said insane, but even though I said it right there, but yeah, pretty frickin' nuts, if you think about it. Oh yeah, but here's another important thing about this chapter. Depending on certain requirements, you might not get Carol. And that doesn't mean you'll miss out on getting a unit, because you have the possibility of getting a completely different character in this chapter. If in Kenneth's version of this chapter, if you defeat I think it's 4 or pre-promoted enemies, then Carol will appear. And obviously I kind of already did that because I wanted to focus on so many enemies as soon as possible. However, if you defeat less of those enemies, you will get a character named Harkin. Harkin is a hero, and he starts off as an enemy, though, so he is very dangerous at the beginning, though. To recruit Harkin, there are a ton of characters you can actually have talk to and recruit, which include Eliwood, Hector, Oswin, Marcus, Lowen, and Isadora, which he has, like, the most sort of, like, number of characters who can possibly recruit him in the whole game. And with Harkin, he's basically like a tankier version of Raven, really, when Raven's a hero. He has more sort of stats in sort of like defense. Oh my god, Florian. He has more stats in like defense and resistance. His strength is also very good, but Raven's stats in like strength and like speed and skill are generally better than Harkin's. But still, Harkin is really freaking badass. The wiki actually sort of recommends Harkin over Carol between the two units. I wasn't planning on using either of them, which is why I wasn't really bought on which one I was going to get. So, yeah, the other thing with Harkin is that he comes equipped with an item called the Brave Sword, which is like the sword equivalent of the Brave Axe and the Brave Bow. So again, you have the possibility of striking up to 4 times depending on your speed. Yeah! And this guy's Nosferatu, but again, he can't freaking hit! He has the worst accuracy in the world, even worse than the Stormtrooper. But yeah, anyway, for if you were playing on Jermai's chapter, the requirements for getting Carol is that I think it's kind of the reverse of the sort of the numbers thing. I think with Carol you have to get less of the thing, and Harkin you have to get more. Don't quote me on that though. I'm just trying to remember this off the top of my head right now. With Jermai's chapter, there are a ton of locked doors. If you open like I think it's like 3 locked doors or something, you'll get Harkin, and less than that, you'll get Carol. I think that's how it works. I definitely know it's tied to the number of locked doors, though. That's definitely a thing I'm aware of. But alright then. So now that we actually finally have a unit on our side, we can obviously once again just continue with the rest of this chapter. I don't really think I'm going to be using Carol really that much. Well, assuming that Carol is his name, because yeah, I could go on the whole sort of like tangent about how he technically has a girl's name as well, like with Jasmine, but, well, I hear some people pronounce his name as Karel. I don't know if that's like the right pronunciation or not, but yeah, I'm personally just going with Carol just because that's what I've always called him, and honestly, him being calling him Karel honestly makes me think of Steve Carell, and I will just never be able to take him seriously if that's the case. Because then I would just imagine him constantly saying, I love lamp. Karel, do you really love the lamp? Anyway, let's see. Again, I I tried to wait till I have a character with decent resistance to sort of go up against these dudes, but I'm just worried at this point. I could potentially try to lure them out one at a time. You know what? Raven, since you still have that hand axe equipped, we'll have you sort of deal with this shit. And then I'll just keep Will there as backup. I'm still trying to get some support with Will and Dart because they're at B rank as well, so they're so tantalizingly close to that A rank! But okay, I'll just end it off here. I'm only at 15 minutes right now, so I should be able to fit the rest of the chapter into this one episode, even though it might be a bit shorter compared to the previous one. Because for the previous episode, I was really wanting to try and get Carol/Harkin for that, but they just never showed up in time. Okay, that's one mage down. Let's see, I think... Okay, yeah. This treasure chest is at danger from this mage, just letting you know that. But okay, Legault, you can unlock this door and sort of go in and deal with those chests. No support yet between Dart and Will. Let's see, Priscilla, you sort of get in there. I guess another sort of error I made before is the fact that when I was trying to use the sleep stave on Paul back in chapter 22, I thought that it didn't work on bosses. Now that I looked back at the edit, when I was editing the episode, like the day before I'm recording this, and when I looked back on it, I realized that the more likely reason was just because I wasn't in the right range to use the sleep staff, and I just never really realized it at the time. So yeah, that was another mistake on my part right there. That's like the entire LP just summed up right there. Me constantly making mistakes. And okay, I really want Sane and Fiora to get that B rank conversation as well. I don't really know what to do with these magic guys though. They don't seem to be coming after us because yeah, we're not in their range. So I'm gonna have to have Legault unlock this door and have some more people go down there and deal with them. But okay, you know, just again to gain as much experience as possible, because as we learned in the Port of Badon, I will go after any sort of experience available, no matter what the danger may be. You know what? Before Legault deals with the chest, I'll have him unlock that door, and then people can go on ahead and deal with them. You know what? I think Dart's strength is great enough to the point that he could probably take on those guys perfectly fine by himself. Let me think. I guess maybe I could have Carol as backup, something like that, and I'll probably just have Sane and sort of Fiora just try to maybe go in there as well, because I don't really think any of them are going to be like really that good for against Kenneth, just due to their low resistance. Probably like Lucius is probably going to be good for Kenneth, Lynn's probably going to be good for Kenneth. I know I had Lynn fight Kenneth in my first playthrough, and she kind of destroyed him, really. Yeah, I'll keep Raven there. Let me think. At least I have Priscilla with him near on standby, just in case. So, move him over there, then Priscilla over there, and I'll just put Oswin just up here, whatever, and then just move everybody else together, really, at this point. I don't really have too much interesting to say. At least Ninion's inside now, so I don't have to worry about the snow from in there. Okay, what's gonna happen now? Shaman gonna go after Raven, exactly what I predicted. Hopefully Raven can dodge this, and he can take him out in one hit with a hand axe, and he has a very good chance of actually hitting him anyway, so yes! Sorry, I bit my ulcer again. God damn it. The Raven's close to another level up. Okay then, so let me see. Still not in the range of these dudes. Okay, if we can let's see, Dark can sort of move in range there. Yes, he still has his hand axe equipped, and I can have Will sort of, you know, go next to him again for support reasons, and then Legault, you can sort of now start working those chests. I believe there's some really good items in this chest. I think there's a selling one, like amongst them. Whatever. Raven, you're probably gonna get targeted by that other guy, but you can take him out as long as you hit. You got a very good chance to. Thank you. When I keep going on about, like, hopefully you can hit, obviously I end up talking over them actually hitting, so then it almost looks like I'm desynced with the video. Whatever, and again, amazing level ups. Everybody's suddenly getting so good level ups as well once they're getting promoted. I wonder, actually, can Priscilla use the sleep on Kenneth? 0% chance, though, that's the problem. I guessed with bosses that they wouldn't be very likely to work, so... Yeah, that's kind of lame, but okay, let's see. Ninian, your farthest movement is there, so I'm gonna have Lucius go over there, and you can dance Lucius. Get Lucius in on the action. And I don't know, maybe obviously get him support of Raven, because they're also really close! Really close, because they got the B rank! I never really got to work on this support in the previous chapter, or this one so far, just for that reason. They're just barely, they're one space away! They're one space away! Why? Let's see. Did did Priscilla reach level 14? I know she was at least very close last time I was paying attention to how much experience she had. She was like 93. Or 89. Wait, did it? Okay, my mind must just be messing with me, because for a second I thought that, wait, did some glitch happen in a tree that was being level 20, but I realized it's probably just because that was the exact amount of experience you needed. Okay, she's level 14. So, you know, very close to level 15, which is when I wanted to promote her. Let's think. So, saying how far can you go, and then, you know, Fiora, you can stay by him, just again for the support reasons. A bit worried about Raven. Hopefully it shouldn't be too much. Also, and you know what? Since I don't really think you're going to do much against Kenneth, I'll just have you go down there. And just in case something goes really badly with Kenneth, I'll put Carol there as well. Okay. And then, I think that's it, yeah. Last turn. Sorry that this is too exciting. I just gotta think. Just because I've gotta wait for the enemies to come to us for me to say anything interesting to say. Because, well, there's something interesting for me to talk about. Raven just got a crit. Because I've literally just gone through everything on the list now at that point. Oh, I just got a text from one of my friends, but I can't answer it right now. I'm busy, okay? So I guess if he's watching this, then he can sort of like get an idea of when this is being recorded. Okay, Dart wrecks him. Dart is probably gonna wreck this guy as well, using the power of the Dragonborn for Studa, which worked perfectly with a crit there. Okay, Dart gets a level up, which is something I thought he wasn't actually really gonna get in this chapter, but all right. Okay, I think the only mage that isn't really going to move is the one with bolting, since he literally cannot attack whatsoever now. But Dart, just again, destroy him. Dart has just gotten so much more reliable than it was before with on promoting because of all that skill he got and those, like, you know, more higher chances of getting crits. Okay then, so we only have Kenneth left to deal with, and that's obviously mage who can't fight. Kenneth doesn't move, so Legault should be safe. Get a talisman! That increases resistance by 2 permanently. Okay, then get Lyn also in place for this. Let's think. Okay. Yeah, definitely Kenneth doesn't move, because if he would have actually gone after Raven by that point. What is the weapon he has? He has Aura. That's a very powerful light magic spell. Range 1 to 2. Okay, I was just checking in case he has like sort of like a long bow, sort of equivalent of light magic. Okay, then put Carol back there. When I was just looking up Carol's sort of stats for his bio in this video, I noticed that he actually has a support conversation with Lucius, oddly enough, which is really, really random. But okay. Actually, there was, I guess also with the whole bio thing, just to kind of... I'm probably because I imagine a lot of people are going to be like, oh, they look so cheap, because, well, obviously, sort of my inspiration for the bios was, as you probably guessed, since I mentioned Chuggaaconroy in the previous chapter, was because based on Chuggaaconroy's Pokemon bios and his Pokemon LPs, and I thought that'd be kind of an interesting thing to do this time. It's just that I've never figured out how to do the thing where you make the gameplay like a really small screen in the corner, and then you have all like the statistics and the artwork and the stats off everywhere else. That's the only reason why it has far less production values, other than the fact that obviously my editing software is completely free, and obviously thus isn't as good quality as something like, I think it's Sony Vegas Pro he uses, or something like that. Okay, then Will, we can take on this guy. We got plenty of Iron Bow still left over, which is why I'm not really bothered about Will having very few uses of that left. Well, obviously also because of the fact that you can very easily buy iron weapons anyway. And then, yep, all with last enemy music playing. Again, no support though. I mean, I always expect like the A rank support to have like the least sort of like amount of requirements. I'm not gonna fight Kenneth yet, just because I want Legault to get that last chest open first. And again, no support between Fiora and Sang, which again probably just because they don't really have any sort of like support, sort of increasing gains. But all right. Lyn, you should also get into place to deal with Kenneth, and I guess just for like a cool like T, upside down T pattern, we can do that. Or Priscilla could go there and just, well, let's see, does anybody really need healing? Raven could use a little bit. I guess obviously just so I can finally get Priscilla up to level 15, and then I can promote her at that point, just like I did with Maribel in Awakening. Just that. So we're just about like less than 10 uses of that thing left, and then just everybody else kind of move forward. I'm not really planning on using Eliwood against Kenneth, just because, well, Eliwood would probably better reach in level 20 just from fighting regular enemies rather than that promoted unit. You're gonna probably get a lot more experience anyway from that. Anyone else left to move? No. Oh, I have gotten colorblind. I didn't notice the obvious people that I've just been leaving there. Okay, Legault, open that final chest. Get a guiding. Wait a minute. There's a guiding ring in this chapter? Huh? I remember looking up that there was only a guiding ring in Jermai's version of this chapter, which is the whole thing why I thought like the whole situation with promoting Kenneth or not was going to be a bit weird and situational for me. Huh, I was wrong about that then. Well, I mean, it's not the first time I've been wrong in this game, that's for sure, but okay. You know what, Lucius? Let's see, how much can... I was worried about that. I was hoping to have a bishop battle, but we never got it. Okay, Lynn, let's see, what can you do? 6, 9, Monicati? 9, 25% chance of crit. Oh, you can do 20 damage to you. That's bad. Raven, what can you do? 14? 22 damage though in one attack. That's the worst thing about it. I think I might have an idea. It's kind of a crazy idea, but we'll try it. Lynn with the Monicati, please, let's try and get that crit chance. Come on! You're doing much better than I had anticipated, but it's about time to put an end to this. Come on, Lynn. Oh, I was hoping for that crit. She gets an awesome crit animation as well when she's in her Blade Lord form. Oh, yes! Those rings will not take me down. Okay, then. Lynn's very close to another level up. Let me think. Could Raven do that much with his hand axe? Kinda, but he's a bit of an easy target, though, at that point, so I'll just kind of keep her back. Is there anything I could really do with Priscilla? I could try to rescue her. I want to check something. Can Lucius... Yes, Lucius can rescue Priscilla. So, you know what? Oh, wait, I got rid of Barrier. That would have been a good time to use Barrier, but never mind me. Never mind me at all. It just ended off. Oh, great. Of course he's gonna heal because he's on a throne. Hopefully he misses again with his little beam of rings that travel up and down. Why does that make me think of, like... It makes me think of Sonic for some reason. I don't know why. I think there's something in a Sonic game that has a similar sort of ring effect to it. Lynn, why can't you get this crit? I know it's like a quarter of a chance, but still. One more hit from the Monicati will kill him, though. And I'm wondering if I should have some... What the hell, Lynn? Every one of the stats that could possibly increase just went up because Constitution does not increase from level ups. It only increases through promotion. No support. No support whatsoever. No support whatsoever. What the hell? Okay, Raven, you're level 2. Lynn's also... Oh, she's level 3. When did that happen? I'm completely losing track of everything. Oswald's level 3. It's not really anybody else. So, like... Well, because Lucius is level... No, Lucius is level 3 as well. It doesn't even matter. Okay, then Lynn, you just finish him off with the regular Iron Sword to see it uses the Monicati then, I guess. Watch, if she gets a crit now, that is only 5%. I'm just gonna frickin' lose my sanity. Oh, okay, Kenneth finally hit that time. And now you're dead! Does this mean that I lose? There you go. The one true god is Morgan Freeman. You should never have denied that, and that is why you are dead. Lynn gets another level up. Oh my god! Lynn is amazing and get Aura. Could obviously send that to Merlinus and give that to Lucius to the next chapter. Now we really just need to move on to the throne. I probably won't be able to do it in this turn, though, which could give another chance for some more support stuff to happen. But okay. Let's see. Oh no, Eliwood can. Yeah, I'll just do it right now, just to make this episode slightly shorter. Everyone is being driven mad by Nurgle. It must be terrifying to lose yourself entirely, to fall completely under the sway of Nurgle's power. Hey! What could this be? It can't be. The Fire Emblem? So this knave had it all along? Let's take it and go. We've finally gotten it back. Let's not waste our good fortune. Eliwood, there's no reason for us to stay here any longer. I know. Let's make haste for the manse. We must stop the assassination. We cannot let the prince's life be put in jeopardy. You know your role, yes? The plan must be carried out tonight. Mother, just once, if only for a little while, may I hold your hand? Nino, you know how I abhor such displays. I know, but I may not get another chance. And I thought, very well. Huh? If you complete this mission, I'll hold your hand as often as you like. I will even hug you and stroke your face. Oh, really? Then I must do my best. I will succeed. Wait for me, Mother. I will. Be careful. All right, I'll be back. Ah, Jafar, wait here for a moment. It's about tonight's mission.
What is it?
Once you've killed the prince, kill Nino too.
What?
The assassinations both come directly by the king's request. The prince is well loved, and his death will trigger much chaos. If the assassin's not caught and hanged immediately, the chaos will engulf Byron. A scapegoat is needed. Do you understand?
Nino is your daughter.
She is trash, garbage, human refuse. I'm just happy at last to have found a use for her. She did say she would do anything to please her loving mother, did she not? Her death will please me more than her living ever did. What is it? Do you have something to say?
This has nothing to do with me.
When Lord Nurgle found you as an orphan, he chose you because of your callous heart and your skill with a blade. Lord Nurgle does not give second chances, do not forget. We get the Fire Emblem back, and we don't even get to see what it looks like. Next time on Fire Emblem the Blazing Blade, we're going to be heading straight for the Castle of Byron to stop Prince Zephiel's assassination. So take care, and I'll see you guys next time.